My doctor sat across from me, looked me straight in the eye and told me that I was going to be type 2 diabetic forever. And he really leaned into the forever thing. No alternatives offered, no discussion, no possible other future, just this is it now for you. And the worst bit about it was I believed him. But now I know he's wrong and I can prove it. When I was first diagnosed, my GP made me feel like I'd burst into flames, and if I didn't run to the nearest water source, that I was simply just going to burn to death. It really did make it feel super urgent that I fix this problem now. Quick, you'll die. He scared me so much that I was just in that mindset that this is it for me now. I was going to be type 2 diabetic forever. Did I mention that he really lent into the forever bit? And what made it worse was the sense of urgency that he was telling me I needed to fix this. It really didn't give me any time to think. But lucky for us, that's exactly what this guy did. Now, I don't want to be unfair to the guy, but he delivered the news with all the optimism and anxiety that you get from a tax return. Not only is that unhelpful, it's not supported by the science. And what most GPs never tell their patients is that with intervention, most cases of type 2 diabetes can be completely reversed. Not managed, reversed completely. So today in this video, I'm going to be answering the 3 questions that I feel like somebody should have been asking in that GP surgery on the day I was diagnosed. Number 1, why doesn't this information come to light in most consultation rooms? 2, what does the science actually say about type 2 diabetes? And 3, why are most conventional treatments leaving patients sicker and needing more medication over time? Let's get into it. Myth number 1, type 2 diabetes is a life sentence. This is the message most people leave their GP's office with, and it's just not true. Type 2 diabetes is largely, for the masses, reversible and controllable through diet and health style changes. The research is there. There's a study by Dr. Neal Barnard, which I'm going to link to in the description down there. I'm also going to be linking to some books that unpacks the truth about this for you. I have studied extensively over the last 7 years, and this is a picture of me before I started to take my own knowledge and do something with it. If you want proof, there are a number of studies and there are a number of guides and books down there which I'm going to link to that can really help you as they've helped me. Proof in the studies, all linked down there. There's a guy called Dr. Neal Barnard who has done one of the most famous studies on reversing type 2 diabetes with lifestyle and diet changes. And when it comes down to it, reversing type 2 diabetes is essentially very simple. So please check those links out down in the description, because hopefully you'll find them as helpful as I did. All of the information that I share here on this channel is going to be backed by double-blind, placebo-controlled, that was really difficult to say, double-blind, placebo-backed studies. This isn't just some bloke that I listen to on the internet talking about it, kind of like what you're doing now, but this is science, guys. We're talking about proper science. Myth number 2, and this one really got me quite angry when I had this information forced upon me, and that was that medication is the only way forward for you if you've been diagnosed like I was with type 2 diabetes. At my appointment, there was no discussion of diet or lifestyle changes. It was, you must get to the hospital and get your blood work done, and you must take metformin now. The appointment only lasted about 8 minutes, and it felt like once he'd done his job and given me my prescription and an order to get to the hospital straight away because I might burst into flames, he just shafted me out the door because I'm sure what seems to be the problem. There you go. All of the evidence shows that lifestyle changes and dietary changes can absolutely be incredibly impactful and change the way that your body deals with your insulin resistance caused by intramyocellular lipids, which basically just means fat in your cells. These interventions can be much longer lasting than the intervention or the introduction of drugs, and they will leave you feeling better in more ways than just your sugar levels being under control. Now, that's not fringe thinking, that's actual science, but apparently my GP did not get the memo. Or was it something else? You know, my GP surgery does have a pharmacy built into it. Some might say that that is a conflict of interest. Myth number 3, you just have to accept that diabetes is a progressive disease, so of course over time you're going to get more and more sick. Well, here's something that nobody told me. Conventional treatment of type 2 diabetes almost everywhere in the world treats the symptoms, not the cause. And that's why many patients find themselves on higher and higher doses over time. Not because the way diabetes works, it's just because that's how their model of treatment works. Over time, you will need more and more medications, and sometimes you'll need a medication to go with this medication, and then another medication to go with this one. And that's a bit like mopping the floor forever instead of just walking over to the tap and turning the tap off. You see, I can do that forever thing too. Now, I want to be clear here. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I guess I'm just someone who was given a frightening diagnosis, and instead of just burying their head in the sand and doing as I was told, I went looking for the truth. And to quote a TV show from the 80s, 90s, the truth is out there. It took a little bit of time for me to find the right people to listen to, and there's a lot of people pulling you in different directions and offering you different solutions. The evidence and the information that I'm going to give you here is going to be, to the best of my knowledge, the right way for you to fix your type 2 diabetes. And as you saw from that photograph earlier on, I've already dropped about 4 stone and my blood sugar has significantly improved already. And the things that I'm doing now are exponentially improving my outcome. And my job is to try and share that information and guidance with you. In future episodes, we're going to be diving deep into the interventions and trials that have been peer reviewed and have got clear results that show you can do this. All of this is going to be based around diet, exercise. There are going to be some little hacks, but it'll be all really practical stuff that I know you can do, because this guy is managing to do it with incredibly poor mental health, autism, sleep apnea, and the list goes on. All of my conditions are improving. But for now, if you're newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and you feel like you're absolutely lost, no one out there to help you or to give you completely unbiased truth, you've found the right place. If this resonated with you, subscribe. We're just getting started. Drop a comment below if you've had a similar experience with a general practitioner, doctor, physician. Let me know in the comments below. I read all of the comments on these videos. Type 2 diabetes does not have to be your forever.